Here we go again with more battles of the Revolutionary War. This time we're talking about two, the battles of Fort Washington and Fort Lee. Fort Washington was built by Continental troops on the eastern side of the Hudson River, at the highest point in Manhattan, now called Washington Heights. Across the Hudson in New Jersey, they built Fort Lee on the New Jersey Palisades. Together, the two forts were built for protection against enemy warships. But on November 16, 1776, an army of 8,000 British and Hessian soldiers launched a major assault against Fort Washington, attacking from the north, east, and south. With only 3,000 men, the Americans were vastly outnumbered and outgunned once again. Washington ordered Magaw to retreat, but he and his brave men weren't giving up without a fight. Washington watched the battle from across the river at Fort Lee. It was one of the worst defeats of the war. 59 Americans were killed in the battle, 96 were wounded, and the rest, over 2,800 men, were captured as prisoners of war. The worst part is only about 800 of them were still alive 18 months later when prisoners were exchanged. The defeat gave the British control of New York Harbor and eastern New Jersey. They also gained 34 cannons, 2 howitzers, and loads of ammunition, and all the supplies in the fort. They kept everything except the American flag. 3 days after the capture of Fort Washington, the Patriots also abandoned Fort Lee. Washington's remaining troops fled into New Jersey and across the Delaware River into Pennsylvania. But were they giving up? No way. These losses would be the catalyst for change, a change in strategy and tactics that would ultimately lead to victory. So when you think of the Revolution, don't forget about the Battle of Fort Washington and the thousands of men who gave their lives there fighting for America's independence. Give this video a thumbs up so more people learn about it. And don't forget to subscribe to hear about the other battles our forefathers fought to secure the freedom we've enjoyed for 250 years. Thanks for watching.